Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. I like my intro, y'all. And believe it or not, remember I was telling y'all about some of Facebook music? That's actually came from Facebook SoundCloud. SoundCloud. Yes. Yes, it did. But come on in here, y'all, my babies. Come on in here. Come on in here. I'm actually going to wait 5 minutes before I get started. I am. I'm going to wait 5 minutes before I get started. But I'm gonna want everybody to come on in here because we got a good topic tonight. Um, y'all know me. I try to do topics that people seeing and all. So yeah, y'all come on in here. We're gonna have a conversation tonight, y'all. Come on in here. Come on in here, y'all. Come on in here with Miss J. Come on in here. Come on in here. Y'all invite people. Y'all sprinkle me out. Sprinkle me out. Y'all come on in here with y'all queen tonight. Come on in here. Come on in here. Yes, y'all get in here. 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 We got something to talk about. Get in here. Get in here. Come on. Get in here. Y'all come on. Get in here. Tap the screen too. Tap the screen too. Tap it. Tap it. Y'all come on. We're going to have a conversation tonight, y'all. We're going to have a conversation tonight. We're definitely in. Thank you to the one that's already in here. Y'all share it out. Or should I say sprinkle it out? Sprinkle it out. Y'all come on. Y'all come on. Y'all come on, share Miss J out. Come on, share Miss J out. Come on. Somebody gonna want to hear this. Somebody need to hear it. Somebody need to hear it. Somebody need to talk about it. Somebody need to talk about it. Most definitely, y'all come on in here. I done got just as comfortable as I want to get. Y'all see me got this lean going, don't you? Yeah, I done got just as comfortable as I can get. Most definitely. Most definitely. I see one thing I gotta do. And to make sure it was on, the camera was actually in my face. This is a block that my camera have. I have to be inside that block so to be actually on me, to be focusing in on me. And I was off because I could tell because it got a little fuzzy up here on my thing. So, but y'all come on in here. Come on in here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Thank you for those that's in here. Thank you to those. Get my legs right. Thank you to those that's coming in here. Y'all get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. But you know what? I got 2 more minutes. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Hope everybody's doing fine today on this nice Saturday. Rainy. Oh my God! Did the bottom fall out where y'all stay in? It fell down here. It fell down here. It sure did. It fell down here. The bottom fell out, honey. Oh my gosh! The bottom fell out here. I didn't know what was going on out there. I'm traveling back to the house. I was like, oh my gosh. Woo, I was. But y'all come on in here. Get on in here. Get on in here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead on and get started. Like I said, some people like to talk. Some people like to hear certain subjects and some people don't. Um, but Miss J, y'all excuse me, but Miss J is going to, I'm going to go ahead on and get started on what I want to talk about. I'm going to go ahead on and do that because I don't want to hold nobody up. But anyway, thank y'all for coming in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast 2. Okay? I appreciate it. And if you're watching and that little red light blinking, that means you watching me live. But if you coming in here, you don't see that little red light, that means you watching the replay. And you know I appreciate that. Okay? Just when you watch your 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, you know, please make sure you put hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. I appreciate that. And also to be interactive, y'all put your comments down there because I do come back and see my comments and I answer them. Yes, I do. I come back and do that. I do. I really do. But tonight's topic is fatherless sons. Fatherless sons. Pretty good topic, right? We're going to talk about it. And I know a lot that can relate to it. I know a lot of people that can relate to this. Might not want to admit it, but I know a lot of people that can relate to this. All right? Fatherless sons. Fatherless sons. That is tonight's topic. Thank you for being in here. I see one person. It's okay. Hang in here with me, sweetheart. Hang in here with me. Y'all make sure y'all speak so I can greet you like I supposed to. That's the proper way. But anyway, so what does fatherless son means? What does fatherless son mean? What does that mean? Y'all put in the comments real quick. What does fatherless son means? Basically, not having their father, right? And not have and not having their father for any type of reason, whether it's a legal reason, whether it's they got you pregnant and the daddy just said, look, bunk y'all, I'm going with my business. One of those kind of things, because that's what really happened. And when I give y'all the actual statistics as of 2022 of fatherless children, you're going to have to pick your mouth up off the ground. Okay? But yeah, that's what that means. That son not having his father for whatever kind of, whether it could be death, fatherless son, okay, or legal, legal reasons, or something that happened between him and the father. The father by court cannot be around the child. Those kind of reasons. But usually the main one, because they just decided they got you pregnant, and when they found out about it, matter of fact, they told you when you were dating them, look, I don't want no children. I'm gonna tell you now, I already got 5. I don't want no children. And you gonna do it anyway. And then here's a baby, here's a son, here's a son, here it is. He already told you they don't want no more children. Told you that. Told you that. Thought we playing. Next thing you know, I done had the baby. Oh well. Okay, and what you want me to do? See, because he told you he don't want no more children. He told you that. Not trying to be funny, but a lot of us women, we hear them tell us that we feel they may change their mind. They may change their action, but their mind ain't changed. Hello, somebody. Their mind ain't changed. Now his action may change. He might start coming around a little bit or calling and check up on you, but his mindset, I don't want no kids. That ain't gonna change. That's when it becomes fatherless then. That's when it becomes he ain't seen the child yet. He ain't seen your son in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. When one say they going to the store, they be right back. I'll be back, baby. No, you stay here. Daddy coming right back, telling the son, stay right there. But daddy going to get some groceries. And they ain't seen no more since. That's when it becomes that. When they tell y'all they don't want no more children, look, don't put yourself out there like that. I'm just being 100 about it. Don't put yourself out there like that. But that's what being a fatherless son means. All right, not having that father, that child, that son, not having his father around for whatever reason it may be. All right. So now, what are y'all thinking? How do you think having? How do you think your son not having their father around affects them? Do y'all think? Tell me in the comments. People don't like to hear this conversation. Uh, Tell me in the comments, what do you think and how do you think it affects your child when they're fatherless? Their father don't come around, their father don't call them, birthdays, nothing. How do y'all think that affects, what are the effects of boys, young men, when they be fatherless? What do you think some of the effects can be? Let's talk about it. What do you think some of the effects can be? Put in the comments real quick. Well, they are more likely to report problems with friendships, terrible behavior problems. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and talk about that one. Become involved in drugs or alcohol, drop out of school. See, they feel like they turn 16. Oh, you can't tell. Oh, yes, you can. In my house, you going to school. That's what it was in my house. You won't drop it out. That won't gonna happen. No way, no ham, no Sam, no ma'am. No, that was not happening. Hello, that was not happening. No. You went to school in my household. You did that. Whether you went to school, that school right there, or you went to GED, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. Thank y'all for being in here. Or they may suffer from some kind of health or emotional problems. A lot of that right there. A lot of that causes emotional problems. It does cause emotional problems, right? And boys are more likely to get involved with crimes, right? And I know last weekend I talked about fatherless daughters, but how about a lot of fatherless daughters end up getting pregnant in teenage years? I just want to put that out there. Yeah, a lot of fatherless daughters end up having babies in their teen years. That's what usually happens. So those are some effects that it can have on the son when he don't have his father in his life. I'm not talking about him, the father calling today and don't call no more in 4 months. I ain't talking about that. That's not being in your child's life. They're just picking the phone up there and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm not talking about that. That's not being that do not constitute being in your child's life. It don't. It don't. It don't. So now let's look at the psychology part of fatherless sons. What is the psychology of it? Let's talk about that. Thank you for being in here. Y'all freaking me out. Y'all tap that screen. I know I'm saying something with a heart or something or emoji. Um, Fatherless sons have more difficulties in social environments and social adjustments. They just have a hard time trying to get along. Number one, they don't trust nobody. They don't trust. They don't trust nobody. That's the psychology of it, right? Fatherless sons have more difficulties adjusting, more difficulty with social adjustments. That's true. They just don't know how to cope. And so what about the ones they get around their little friends? Their little friends got their dad and no, they got a mom and dad in the house. Their actual father, not step, the actual father in the house. They're hanging around them. You know they gotta be feeling some kind of way. They gotta be feeling some kind of way when their little friends at school at lunch table talking about what their dad is gonna do with them the weekend, or the father and son, whatever at the school, and you letting it be known how your dad is gonna pick you up, or y'all going and get this and get your tuxedo and all that. Now that he's sitting over there, he can't talk about that. He can't, because it's just him and mom and his other two or three or four, five, six, seven children. He can't talk about it. He got to feel some kind of way, not being able to adjust socially. Okay, so there is a such thing as fatherless son syndrome. Fatherless son syndrome. It's a such thing as that. Did y'all know that? I'm hoping I'm educating y'all. I really am, but you know that's what I'm all about. And that is the psychological and emotional challenges faced by sons who grow up, without their father in their life. That's what that fatherless son syndrome. Psychological and emotional challenges. Psychological and emotional challenges. Some of these young boys walking around here that's fatherless, daddy can stay an hour from them or 45 minutes from them. Daddy can stay 10 blocks down from them, but don't even come to the house. I know situations like that. Don't even come to the house. So you got to look at that emotional state that child is in, knowing that his daddy 10 blocks down the street with his other family. With his other family. Yeah. But don't even come over here and see this one right here. That's the emotional challenge they have. They don't know how to deal with that emotion. And after a while, we as mothers, we start paying for that. Because now they're lashing out at us. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna get on my soapbox about that. Yeah. They start lashing out at us then because their dad is nowhere around. Their dad is nowhere around. Thank you, Sickle PSD, for being in here. Let me see what you're saying, baby. Absolutely, they need their daddies, and sometimes daddy is the most. Okay, here we come. Come on with it. Sometimes daddy is the most nurturing. If mama has to be too strong, that happens. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sickle PTSD, for that. Thank you, and I loved it. I love that right there. Yeah, I did a segment on PTSD also. Exactly. Thank you for your comment. Those emotions, they don't know how to handle that. They don't. And we as mothers, we're gonna get the backlash of that as they get older. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna get on a soapbox about that. I specifically want to say something about that, but not right now. I want to move on. Okay, bear with me. Thank you for your comments. Share me out, sprinkle me out, sprinkle me out. Um, so now, how do you think it's really? Do you really think it's important for that your son? I'm just talking about in general, or sons to have their fathers in their life? Is it really important? How important is a father to their son? Let me put it that way. How important is a father to their son? Here we go. That father and son relationship, the relationship between the father and their son has a deep impact on the child's overall and long-term healthy development. See, that son not having a relationship with his father at an early age. I'm not talking about them ones that end up coming back after 15 years. Now they want to where my son is. My son playing real good at basketball. Now see, we got problems with that because that should have been in there when he should have been around at that early adolescence and all that. 15, 16 years old. Oh no, now mama catching hell now. See, cause he mad now. He mad. He don't know how to deal with those emotions. Fatherless son syndrome. He don't know how to deal with it. Okay? But that's why it's important. That father, number one, now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, and I'm not saying that a mother cannot teach a young son or a young man how to be a man. I'm not saying that. Because I know it's many single mothers out here that has raised some awesome sons. That has raised some awesome sons, and they're not even holding no grudges against their daddy or nothing like that. I know some personally that have raised some awesome sons. No, don't get in trouble, nothing. So yes, I know mothers can show that son, teach that son how to be a man. I believe that. But still, that I feel my opinion, I feel like it weighs more when that daddy is there and doing it. Y'all feel me on this? Y'all get me on this? I feel like it's a bond between the mom and the son when she trying to do that. But that bond is so much tighter when he's sitting there or being around his dad. They having that dad talk or having that kind of talk like that. That's their serious time to bond. Cause young guys, young boys, they sort of shame to talk about girls, around us. You see what I'm saying? Cause we gonna first thing we'll say, oh, you need a girlfriend. Y'all come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all hit them bud, y'all tap that screen. But see, he bonded with his father over riding to the grocery store. He talked to who that girl you like, man. I know you like that girl. I see you watching the blah 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 blah. You was at the basketball game. Who is See, they bond over that. But that father can really, really, really show him how, number one, to treat a woman. Back up. Back up now. Also, when that father is in the home, that son or those sons are watching and learning from the way dad treats mama. Okay? They learning. That daddy can sit down and say, son, on your first date, this is what you need. This is what you need to do. You open the door for her. You open the door for her. If it's chilly outside, if she have a coat, you take her coat, put it around her shoulders. You do that. Chivalry should never be dead, y'all. But see, that dad can sit and tell him that kind of stuff on your first date. On your first date, do not try to kiss her. Don't do that. Do not try to kiss her. You don't do that. Show respect for her. Yeah. See, fathers can have that. Y'all feel me on this? Fathers can have that kind of conversation with them boys. They can do that. Okay? They can do that. That's why it's important. That's why it's important. Have long-term healthy development that can teach them stuff. They can teach them what to look for and what they look for in a toxic relationship from a female. They can teach them that from a man perspective. We could teach them from our mama perspective. Okay, y'all get it? All right. Thank you for that. So as I was doing my research on this, we always talk about trauma, right? Trauma, trauma, trauma. But it's being fatherless trauma. Is being fatherless trauma. Hmm. What y'all think? Is being fatherless trauma? Let's talk about it. Thank you for being in here. Thank you for being in here. Let's talk about it. Because I wondered this too before I did my research. Because I know some children that don't have that father in their life and they're just acting crazy. So I used to wonder, is something, did that causes some kind of issue or something? I did. I did. All right. So is being fatherless trauma? Fear and anxiety. Having fear and having anxiety stems from the trauma of an absent father. It's called absent father syndrome, can become a generational issue. Well, hell, my daddy did it, so now your daddy gonna do it. Make it a generational issue. Yes, it causes fear and anxiety. Fear and anxiety. That's what it causes. Stems from trauma of an absent father. Absent father syndrome. And that has become a generational issue. Absent father syndrome. Young boys right here just having anxiety, just don't know what to do. And like I said, think about the scenario I told you, how they be all at school and they're hearing their friends talk about their dad or this, their dad, their what, their dad. No, man, I ain't riding the bus today. My dad's gonna pick me up today. He going to get me some shoes. Think about how that child feeling about it. He ain't seen this. He 14 years old, 9 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old. He ain't seen his daddy since he was 5 years old. Last time he remember seeing him, when he gave him a lollipop and said, "I'll be right back, son." And that was it. Daddy got to make a run. I'll be right back. I ain't call him or nothing. Think about how that child feels when he's overhearing that. Oh my gosh. Fear and anxiety. Fear, and then the child coming home back from school mad now because he don't know what he heard on the bus. They talking about this, bragging about their dad. Now he mad now. Now he gonna take it out on you now. He's gonna take it out on you. Mm-hmm. So, what is father figure syndrome? That's real, y'all. Father figure syndrome. Mm-hmm. That is a father complex. A father complex that develops when a person has a poor relationship with his father. You got a poor relationship with your father. Father, father complex syndrome. Father figure syndrome, excuse me. Father figure syndrome. It's a father complex that develops when the son has a poor relationship with his father. Poor relationship with his father. Let me step and get me something to drink, y'all. I'm sorry. I would try to do that if I came on. Let me get something to drink. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. I meant to do this before I came live, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, here I come. All right, here I come. Let's get back to it. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Yes, so it is such thing as a father figure syndrome. It is. That does exist. Felt my throat trying to get scratched and want to start coughing on y'all. All right, let's talk about the statistics. Let's talk about the statistics. What are the statistics of fatherless sons? Here we go. I'm going to give y'all these, but I'm going to give the main one last. 62.5% of boys under the age of 18 are living in an intact biological family. They intact. 62.5%. 1.7% are living in a step family with their biological father and step or adoptive mother. 4.2%, this is from the census, 4.2% are living with their single biological father. And here it is. 31.5% are living in a home without their biological father. 31.5. That's the statistic of fatherless sons. 31.5% are living without their biological father, right, in the home. Wow. Wow. So let's look at the statistics. What are the statistics of not having a father? The U.S. Census Bureau, this is from the U.S. Census Bureau. Mosquito just bit me, y'all. I'm sorry. The U.S. Census Bureau, 19.5 million children, more than 1 in 4, live without a father in a home. 19.5 million children. 19.5 million children, more than 1 in 4. 1 in 4 live without a father in their home. This is from the U.S. Census. All them statistics is what I read from the U.S. Census. So what are the symptoms of fatherless sons? What goes on with them? Let's talk about it. What goes on with these young boys that just don't have their father? What goes on with them? What goes on with them? Some of them are likely to be so aggressive. They're just so aggressive. They're mad at mama anyway because they blame their mama because daddy ain't there. I done hear that come out somebody's mouth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're more likely gonna be depressed or end up being depressed, have low self-esteem, doing poorly in school, just going to school ain't doing shit, just going. Hoping they'll probably kick them out of school. See, some of them think they're smart. Some of them think they're smart to the point where they're gonna just start flunking after a while the school, thinking the school might say, you know what, you just don't come back no more. Or get expelled. You'd be surprised how someone think they're so smart. Likely to be incarcerated or die by suicide. Likely to start using drugs at an early age. Wow. Wow. So what are the symptoms that fatherless sons go through? That's what I just called, some of them I just called out to you. Being aggressive, being depressed. They want to stay in the room all the time. Don't want to go nowhere, play on the game all the time. That's a problem. Some of y'all don't look at that as a problem, but that's a problem when they don't want to go nowhere, but just stay there in the room, play the game. Something is wrong. But it's up to us as parents to say, look, baby, come and talk to me. Because I noticed for the past 9 months, you come home from school, you just come up in the room. Weekends, you're right here, you don't do nothing, you're not cleaning your room up, you hardly eat. What is wrong, baby? We need to ask. We need to see, because my opinion, as a social worker, I feel like when you don't ask your son or your daughter, your daughter, when you don't ask them questions that you see stuff is just really all out of whack, do y'all believe sometimes they be wanting y'all to show concern? They be wanting us parents to show concern. They finally ask me, what's wrong, baby? Talk to me. But we just gone on about that. Some of us just gone on about our day. Well, he in his room. But he been doing that for the past 8-9 months. Yeah, he going to school, but he ain't doing shit. He going to school, come home from school, get right in that room, play the game. Weekend, don't do nothing. No, I ain't going nowhere, play the game. 8-9 months of doing that constantly. Don't even want to bathe his behind. Don't even want to clean up. That's a problem, y'all. I'm just keeping it 100. Y'all know how I get down up here. That's a problem. But you'll be surprised how that child is wondering when you gonna ask what's wrong. Baby, talk to me. Whatever it is, I got you. Talk to me. Show some concern. Show some concern. And be most likely to be end up incarcerated or die by suicide, doing poorly in school, just going but ain't doing nothing. And more likely to start using drugs at an early age. I don't care what nobody say. Let me get on the soapbox about that right there. My personal opinion. Everybody got one. Okay. That kush, that good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. A lot of people feel like it's okay for their children to start smoking it. But see, I have a problem with that. I do. I don't care what nobody say. When they start doing that, next daggone thing you're going to find out they're popping pills. They're getting them from somewhere, from their friends. That's how it all, my opinion now. It's my opinion. That's how it all started right there. Yo, look, I got this right here. You want to hit this blunt? You want to hit this? Look, I got this right here. Let's go and try one of these. I got this from my boy right here the other day. And I said, I'm going to wait till me and you hook up. And while we get blazed up in here, let me go. Let's try this right here. There you go. There you go. Now they're doing it. All because of those emotions they can't handle because they realize daddy ain't nowhere around. Daddy ain't been around in years. Daddy could have been around, but daddy is choosing not to do it. Daddy is choosing not to do it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know those emotions them young men are dealing with. They don't know how to handle it. So what they rather do, they rather get blazed up that just like some people do with drugs. They rather just get blazed up to keep that feeling right there. Don't want to deal with it. Start asking your child, your son, what's wrong. And when they tell you, don't say, nah, you lying. Listen to them and tell them to tell you the truth. I got you, baby. Tell mama the truth. What's wrong? What's wrong? Let's talk about it. And if it's something I can help you with or we can correct it. You will be surprised how your child sitting there waiting and wondering when you're going to ask what's wrong. Show some concern. Don't just dismiss it because that's how they've been doing it. No, something is wrong. Those emotions they're dealing with. All right, let me move on. Does having an absent father affect their relationships? Ooh-wee. Dealing with a man or when you're dealing with a man or men that have never had their father in their life, or the father was in their life and they was abruptly taken away for whatever reason, could have been death. They probably had the father up in their life up until 25 or 30, God took the father away from, but still that's fatherless, okay? Um, that really weighs on your relationship, believe it or not. It weighs. See, but now let's look at the one. Let's take the one. Let Let's take the one that father. He was born, and 3 months he saw him, and he ain't seen him since. Not the one that passed away. Let's don't deal with him, because that father probably showed him how to do things and all of that was in the house. Let's look at that one that he was born, and he came to see him at the hospital, and he telling folks, I don't think he mind. Yeah, we're gonna get a blood test before I come back around there. Then you don't ever do the blood test. That one right there. Let's deal with that one. All right. Now, what's gonna happen to this right here? That child, that son, is gonna grow up, start having a little girlfriends, and getting serious with somebody and all that. All of that trauma of not having his father around him gonna spill right on over into that relationship. It's gonna do it. Gonna spill right on over to that relationship. That young lady, that woman ain't know what the hell to do. What is wrong with you? Why you close yourself up out in the room like this every so? It's a reason. It's a reason. That's spilling all over the relationship now. He ain't trusting you well for damn. Why? Because his daddy left him. Don't trust him. Don't trust nobody. Trust issues, real bad. It's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. Hope y'all getting this. Hope y'all thank you for the person being in with me. I really appreciate that. But it's a reason for that. It is. Spilling out mess relationship out. Next thing you know, your relationship is so toxic that it's pathetic. But all because his daddy wasn't nowhere around. But see, you don't know that because he ain't never told you. Some men are embarrassed to let that female they love, that one that's the one, know that their dad they never had a father. They never had. Some men are real ashamed to say that and let it be known. But you don't know. All you know, just stuff just acting crazy. Every so often get like that. Every so often, but sometimes be just as sweet. But that's what's going on. Here it is again. When he was a teen, having these emotions, right? Didn't know how to deal with. Here he is, a grown ass 35, 40-year-old man, 28-year-old man, still dealing with the same thing. Don't know how to deal with those feelings. Yearning for his daddy. Yearning to see his daddy. Yearning to have that phone call from his daddy. Mama refusing to tell him where daddy is. Because mama know where daddy is. Mama know. Well, mama ain't telling you, even if you are of age. So they got to deal with it. And if anybody that's doing that, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you wonder why a lot of these men be beating on women. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to treat a woman, especially when that father was not there or a father figure was nowhere in the home. Not the one that's there today, 2 more months, you can see somebody else, 5 more months, you see somebody, not that one, because that ain't no father figure to me. They just in and out, that one. I'm talking about that father figure that he came into your life when you was 9 years old, he stayed there. See, those are father figures, they count, they do. But see, now if you got a father figure in that house, and he ain't even trying to show your son nothing, that's a problem. I'm just keeping 100. That's a problem. What is he there for? What the hell he there for? You know you got kids. Yeah, he see your 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old. He seen them going through something. He's there as a father figure. What he's supposed to do? He's supposed to have a conversation with that child. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. But if you got no ones laying up in there, they ain't even trying to have it. Ain't dealing with that. You go there, that's your child. That's a problem right there. I'm just saying. Y'all know me. Y'all know me now. I keep 100. That's a problem. Cause what is he there for? Been there 8, 9 years and never had a serious conversation with your child, with your son, child. Seeing them going through adolescence, don't even talk to them. That's a problem. I'm just saying. That's a problem. Keep it rolling. But yeah, the emotional impact of an absentee dad have long lasting and has potential to interfere with healthy relationships in that son's adulthood. It does. It does. Now this question right here, Ashley, it was brought up to me. Can a woman raise a son without a father? I'm gonna sit that one right there. Can a woman raise her son without a father? What y'all think? Can a woman? How many? How many did it? How many did it? For a long time till I got married. Sure did. Long time. Me. Talk about me. How many? Can a woman raise a son without a father? Hmm. From a decade of research, sons who are raised in a single mother homes are just as likely to develop into happy, healthy adults as raised at healthy adults sons as raised in households. So yes, it can be done. Us mothers can raise them sons up to be happy and healthy adults. It can. Respectable sons. It can. Yes, it can be done. It can be done. Because I've heard, people talking stuff. Can't no woman raise no son, no son. Yes, it can. Yes, yes. So it can be done. It can be done. So we as single mothers, how do we raise a fatherless son? What is it that we do that we can raise? How do we go about how do we go about raising a fatherless son? How do we go about doing it as a single mother? As a single mother. And cause y'all already know we got a lot of roles, right? We got a lot. A single mother have a lot of roles, believe it or not. We do. But see what you do, you learn all about the son, you learn all about boys from experts, you learn about your son from experts, about boys from experts. Go to experts, or get in a group, support group. Okay, learn about them if you want to do this. Um, encourage encourage dad to be involved in your son's life. Now, that one right there, we can call that father all day long and be telling him, look, it's been 4 months. You ain't been through here. You ain't came. You ain't sent me nothing. I don't have you on child support, you know, because I'm trying not to do that to you. But it's been 4, 5 months. You ain't called to check on little Johnny. You ain't been in none of his little plays that I be sending you telling he got a starring role in something on the play. You know, I'm thinking you're gonna be there. We can do that all day long. But it's still gonna be up to that man if he wanna come. But it's still you encourage the dad to be in your son's life. Then you got to identify male role models to be active in your son's life. Is there somebody in your community that's a role model for the community? Get your son involved in that. Boys and Girls Club. It's somebody that is a good role model in the community that love the kids. They got some type of organization, a role model for your son. Get involved with that. They're out here that are taking right up on their wing. That would take them right up on their wing. And right off the top of my head, I don't know why it just came to me. He was a basketball player up here in North Carolina. I know the first name is Mo. Yes, I think I'm calling his name right. I think it's Mo DeLoach. He's one of the ones that got an organization that help young guys, young boys in North Carolina. As a matter of fact, right in Rocky Mountain. That's where it's at. I remember that. I remember a couple months ago a flyer came down. Yeah, he's a I think he's an ex basketball player, played basketball, pro basketball. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, if anybody watching this, but I know his name is Mo. Yes, I'm calling his name out. Yes. So do that. That's a positive role model. They are around. They are. Help him find and stay with his tribe. Now everybody got a tribe. You got that one, you got that tribe that your child want to be around that just ain't doing shit. They about to get kicked out of school. They halfway going to school. See, they got that tribe right there. But you want to help him find a whole different tribe and let him know this right here got to stop right here. Cause this right here could end up in jail or in the ground, one or the other. So help your child find his tribe. Help him find his tribe. In other words, get involved. Let your son be a child or a teenager. And here it is, right? Because I've heard this so damn much. Let your son or child be a teenager, not the man of the house. Hello, somebody. I done heard that so much come out. Yeah, he the man of the house now, but why he still a child? Let him be a child or a teenager. Don't be labeling him as the man of the house, because that's extra pressure that you putting on that child. He already messed up because he ain't seen his dad in 13 years. He already messed up behind that. But see, that could be fixed. Those emotions again. Okay? Hello, somebody. So y'all know, girl, the bottom line it now. My bottom line is this. Is there any way that we can sort of help with these daddy issues? I ain't gonna say no cure for it, but is there any way that we can sort of help, with the daddy issues? Well, actually, being a fatherless son or a daughter, it can really mess a child up. It really can for a long time. For a long time, it can do that. But this is what we do. We got to recognize and acknowledge that there's an issue. So we can't keep acting like they just acting that way because they want attention. No, it's a reason for that. Especially if you already know dad ain't been around in 14 years, 15 years. You already know that. And you think he just acting that just because. No. Uh-uh. Talk to him. Okay? Those emotions, recognize and identify and admit and identify the issues. Find a therapist. Now I gotta say this, a lot of us in our culture, black culture, feel when you talk about going to a therapist, oh, you crazy. No, you're not. We trying to prevent that. We trying to prevent from going off the deep end. That's why you go sit up and then you talk, have a conversation. What that child might can't say to you, you go get your child some help. Then trust me, the therapist gonna pull you in there when the time is right. And then you're gonna see how that dialogue gonna be changed, gonna be so different than they have the dialogue at home. The reason why, because he gonna feel like he's in a safe space now where he can just come on and let it out. Even though you told him at home, well, baby, come on and tell me. Children are still going to be reluctant of telling you what's in there because it might hurt mama feelings. See, because that son still love mama and still don't want mama to hurt. See, because he know mama already hurt because daddy gone. Now I got to sit here and tell you what's just turned me up. But now he's in a whole different setting and he know it's safe to come on and get it out, son. There's your mother. Tell her what's been going on with you. Now we're in a safe environment where not saying you do anything, he's gonna tell you. Get therapy. Make sure your son is practicing self-care for himself. Then yeah, some of them get around here, oh my God, look like they throw the damn way, hair down on top of their head. A lot of these boys ain't gotta be doing that. And some of them I see in the store, I be damn near wanting to run. I'm not gonna sit here and lie because I do. Not saying they fatherless, but I'm just saying their parents. I'm not saying their fathers now, but I'm just talking about just their parents. Show your son how to do self-care for himself. Show him how to do that. Mothers, you can show your son how to shave. You can show him. You can show him. That's y'all bonding time. You can do that. Learn healthy communication skills. A lot of us don't know how to talk to our child in a decent way without a red flag coming up. Like, I ain't saying nothing else. Mom, why you raising your voice? See, sometimes when you raise your voice, that child gonna do just like that. You ain't gonna see him shrinking, but inside, ain't gonna say nothing now. Mom raise her voice. Now I know what that means because he's so used to you raising your voice. Learn different communication skills. I hope y'all liking this information. Set healthy boundaries. See, a lot of times children need boundaries. Sons need boundaries. Set healthy ones. Give them something healthy, a healthy boundary. You do this here. Don't do this right here. Don't go over this right here. Set them boundaries. A healthy boundary. Okay. The main thing is this: try to forgive. And you have your son to do the same thing. See, because he got to do that before he cleaned this up. He got to verbally say, whether he said to his daddy or whether he stand in the mirror and said, Daddy, you know what? I forgive you for not being in my life, for whatever reason it may be. And like I said, some of the mothers is keeping the fathers away, and you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's it. Thank y'all for coming in here. I really appreciate it. I know it's a topic some people, don't like talking about, but sometimes we have to do it. That's what Miss J do. I talk about some topics that people don't like to talk about. Okay? Thank you, Sick of PTSD, for being in here. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. And if y'all gonna watch the replay, make sure you watch whatever you're gonna watch and put hashtag replay. Okay, have a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but make sure you put hashtag replay. All right. And with that being said, thank y'all for coming in here. Now y'all know I appreciate it. No doubt about it. Sorry I had to push your time up, but I was just getting home. But anyway, y'all have a good one.